We appreciate you watching and listening to the Dead Jeff Show. Please like and subscribe and tune in for more videos. Let's get to the main event of the day, which was the Rams beating the Bears in overtime, 20-17. And what was, an interesting game. It was back and forth. Halftime it was 10-10. The Rams took the lead late, and then an unbelievable play or miscue by the Rams, however you want to look at it, by Caleb Williams running backwards, throwing it up for grabs, scores a touchdown with, what was it, 30, well, how much, 30 seconds left, something like that?
Yeah, 17, 30, something like that, yeah. Less than a minute.
Yeah, and they tie the game there. So Caleb Williams shown some big flashes, but in overtime, he makes a mistake. And a great play by the Rams. And I don't even know if this interception was so much on Caleb as it was on DJ Moore, because it looked like he stopped running and the defensive back kept running. And I don't know if DJ Moore was hooking and Caleb thought he was going to run across the field. But miscommunication there. The Rams get the interception. Stafford leads them down. And the thicker kicker kicks it through the uprights to get the win, 20-17. Luke, tell us about it. Let's go to you, Mr. Ram.
I almost had a heart attack when Caleb threw that touchdown. I was like, it's 4th down. Here we go again. This is about to be just a heartbreak situation. But thankfully it was just to tie it. And then we got Stafford in overtime, just absolutely cooking. Yeah, I feel like all my energy is just gone. It was used up watching that game. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I'm kind of like just happy we won. Oh man, just thinking about the next game. It's gonna be tough, but
Well, wait a minute. You're wearing Devontae Adams' jersey, and what a throw and catch there in the was it overtime? That catch to Devontae?
yeah,
What a throw by Stafford, and that catch by Devontae as only he could do. Probably the two guys you like, D Hop and Devontae, could make that catch. It reminded me of what Aaron Rodgers and the tight end did to Cowboys with that that throw, where that we see every year at this time is that throw where Rodgers rolls left and throws a dart. Everyone thought, no, he's not catching that, and somehow, what's his name? Rodgers. The tight end was Rodgers too, right?
no, that's not who caught it.
Oh,
It was
No. It was
it was Cook, I think.
Jared Cook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh well. Anyway, he caught that ball. That reminded me of Devontae doing the toe drag swag. But wait a minute, we're kind of burying the lead here. What's going on with your hair? What are you doing here?
I was doing a tribute to Nick. This is my Stephon Castle, hair for Nick Spurs.
I was about to say I really like it. I don't know what the problem is.
No. Let's get back to the Rams and Devontae Adams. Forget the Spurs nonsense. But I thought maybe there was like somebody surfing on your head right there. It looks like a tidal wave coming over your headphones there.
Yeah, it's all the people in LA surfing, celebrating, for this win. Yeah, I know when Devontae Adams caught that in his nice looking Jordans, man, my gosh. I love looking at those shoes with the toe drag, so clean. And then they reviewed it, and I'm like, when 1-7 catches the ball, we don't need to review it. It's a catch every time. Why are we reviewing that? Like, I don't even understand why we even wasting time reviewing that. It's a catch. Move on. Let's go.
I actually in real time was waiting for them to ask for the review because it looked like that left foot was coming, or the right, whichever the back foot was coming up. And then in the moment, as I was thinking about it, as I was waiting for the replay to come up, I was like, no, I know he caught it just because it's Devontae. Like, he would not have let that not happen. And sure enough, like, it's what the dude does with the football is absolutely insane. And there's not a better wide receiver combo in the league. than what Puka and what Devontae do. So it's gonna be a fun game, man. I cannot wait. Cannot wait for next week for that one. This is
Well,
a heavyweight showdown.
it just speaks to Devonte Adams, like what type of teammate he is. Like he sees Puka's a young gun, like he's gonna let him, be wide receiver one instead of him being like, no, I'm wide receiver one. I've been here longer. Like, you sit down and watch me and take notes and stuff. He's just there for those big moments. Like, hey, we need a catch. We need a big play. Who we're going to? Devonte Adams, great catch. That's all he's asked to do. He understands that. He wants to win. He wants his ring, and he's just doing what he's asked to do. And I just love that.
Nope, that's good. I think Stafford makes some plays. He didn't play great, but again, it sounds like redundancy here. Played good enough to win, but
Mhm.
he's got to be the MVP for
Yeah.
the year. But I will say this: I was impressed with Caleb Williams and the dramatic jump he made with Ben Johnson as his coach. Bright future, as you said many times, Nick, on this show. But more to come from those guys. And I didn't see any of the post game stuff with them because we started recording right away. But very impressive season for the Bears. And they'll be back. We hope, because Dan Marino got pretty far his rookie year and then never saw it again. So,
Mhm.
but shout out to Caleb Williams and the Bears. What a great season! But now we have round 3, Seattle versus the LA Rams, and we're split 1-1, where the Rams let the other one get away from them, and they should be
Yep.
2-0 against Seattle. But now the Rams go to Seattle for the third game of this season against each other.
Yeah, and I think it's like I said, heavyweight showdown. Um, I think what the game's going to come down to, and we saw it a little bit today, quite frankly. I think the Bears, one of the copycat league. I think one of the things that you're going to look at is some of the ways that the Bears got pressure. The regular season, Stafford was only sacked 22 times all year, 23 times all year. He was sacked 4 times tonight, and was under a lot of pressure. A lot of the rest of the game. Seattle doesn't do a lot of blitzing. Seattle, comes with 4 a lot, and with that line, of course, why wouldn't they?
And they get
So I
home
think
with 4. Yeah.
yeah, 100%. And so for me, we talk about where the wins and losses is gonna come from. How does this game really play out? If they can give Stafford some time, and if the pressure rates can stay down, I think LA has a really good chance with this receiving core, and even with the backs to make some noise. But if Seattle's getting home and Seattle's getting pressure, this is gonna get really, really away. This could get away from LA really quickly, and then coming back against that defense in Seattle could be tough. I expect it to be a really, really good game. I think the line right now is like a point or a point and a half or something. It's not a lot, and I completely understand why. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm sure the NFL certainly knew what they were doing, putting that game on in prime time, and
That's right.
man, just can't wait. It's really probably one of the games I've looked forward to as from an outsider, not being a Cowboys game in quite a while. I think it's going to be a really, really good game.
Well, you got the MVP of the league and Mr. Grizzled veteran Matt Stafford against Sam Darnold. Last time the Rams, I think, were able to run the ball well against Seattle, and you have Stafford there being able to throw it around. What again? This comes down to who can run the ball and who can get pressure on the quarterback. We know if you pressure Sam Darnold, he's not going to do well, right? That's fact. I'm not no disrespect to Sam Darnold because he had a great season last season, but got in the playoffs and it got a little murky, and he was running for his life a little bit. Could be the same thing when you face the Rams. The Seahawks have the same thing on the other side. Stafford is a statue back there. He's not running, right? He's not going to move, but they do have Kyron Williams who can catch the ball out of the backfield. They have Colby Parkinson who's come on as a tight end, and the rookie Ferguson as a tight end that could play major roles in this game. But I really think it's going to, I mean, these teams know each other big time. They're not going to surprise anybody with anything. it's going to come down again to who makes the most plays on defense, I think, to win this game. Now, if you said offensively who's better, it's obviously the Rams. But if you say defensively who's better, it's the Seahawks. But the Rams defense is not too shabby. So I'm gonna rock with the Rams still because I picked them. I jumped on the bandwagon, probably mid-year, because Luke kept touting them, and I was like, you know what, they passed the eye test, and so I jumped on the bandwagon. So give me the Rams over the Seahawks, although I don't think it's going to be easy. Luke, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I obviously have to stay with the Rams. I do think it's going to be a great game. Uh, I feel like the Rams are going to try to put a lot of pressure, like you were saying. Make Sam Darnold beat you with his arm and his injured oblique. I don't think he can beat the Rams with that. Um, so, and I'm feeling a really big game from Davante Adams. I feel like a really big game is coming. And also thinking about this is going to be the third time they've played this season. The Rams have shown they're the better team, even though they lost in overtime by that the 2-point conversion and the comeback. I mean, they should go in this game with a lot of confidence, even though I know the Seahawks are tough and they just blew out the 49ers. Like, they should have a lot of confidence coming into this game that they can, you know, I don't know, don't think about it being 1-1 like the last time y'all played, how y'all lost. Go into this game thinking we were up, we just got to do the right things to stay up, and we'll be good.
I hope that came out clear because you glitched like crazy for me. I don't know, Nick, did he glitch for you at all?
Nope.
No, so it must be
It'll
something
upload.
going on with my system. Yeah. And
I
so,
think it's mine, but
yeah,
it'll upload straight to Riverside. So
I know. It's just freaking me out right now. So anyway, uh, good stuff Luke said, I hope, because I didn't hear half of it. It was just glitch, computerized. Then he sped up
No,
in a really fast voice. So I hope
no.
it
I mean,
was
I think
good.
yeah. No, it was, and I think the point he's making is 100% right. Right, like you want to make Sam Darnold beat you. You don't want to put yourself in a position, just like I was saying with Vrabel earlier. Vrabel did so many good things to just not put his team in a bad spot. That's what you want. That's if you're the Rams, that's what you're trying to do. You want to put them in a position where Darnold has to beat you. The other thing I will say is Nakua, and I'm just looking at the stats here. Puka has owned the Seahawks this season, 7 for
Yeah.
75 in the first game, 10 yards per on 8 targets. So I mean, it's not like they're throwing to him, you know, 15 times for him to catch 7 balls. It's 7 for 8. And in the second game, obviously, he just goes absolutely bananas. Devontae didn't play that game, um, but he goes 12 for 225 and 2 touchdowns on 16 targets. So I mean, what and further to your point, Jeff, and what we were talking about, Darnold or Stafford doesn't get sacked one time that game. They keep him upright. 12 for 225 for Puka. Stafford goes 29 of 49 for 457 and 3 touchdowns. Like, they better get pressure on that guy or he is going to torch them. Um,
Right.
but like I said, I think the Bears put a good blueprint out here. And I think that the way that the Seahawks are playing right now, especially at home with this playoff run going on, it's going to be a great game. Give me Seattle. This is exactly what I kind of predicted. We're gonna that home field advantage was so important. So give me Seattle and the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
So most of the way we go here, it's going to be a Super Bowl rematch. So if it's Rams and Patriots, we saw that was one of the worst Super Bowls previously with Jared Goff in there with the Rams. We've seen Seattle, Denver before. That was not pretty for Denver. So I know it's different era, different teams. The only one we haven't seen in a long time, if ever, would be Rams Broncos, right? So it seems like whatever we get here, I got Patriots Rams. You have Seahawks Patriots. Luke, what do you have?
yeah, I still have the Patriots and the Rams, even though I'm so tempted to just ride with the Broncos only because I'm just a loyal person. And I said, hey, I picked the Broncos like majority of the season, and I hate to just bail now. And I feel like karma is gonna get me, and the Broncos are gonna win, and I'm gonna get the pick wrong. But I have to go with the Patriots just because the quarterback, you know, situation in Denver is just such a unknown right now. It's just hard to put money on, or I guess not money, but put money on the
Yeah,
Broncos to win.
gotcha. All right, so you also have the Rams and Patriots. And listen, it's understandable you jump off that Broncos bandwagon. I mean, it's a big deal. The quarterback's out, the backup's in. You that's kind of like we said. This is that old Rudy story. We're rooting for the underdog, America. Even though I picked the Patriots, I wouldn't mind seeing the Broncos pull it off. That would be kind of fun, right? But there you have it. That's our NFL playoff recap and championship game preview. And there's no better day in NFL than Championship Sunday. I kind of like it better than the Super Bowl on most years, unless we get a fantastic game. And we have been treated to a lot of great Super Bowls over the last few years as far as close games and coming down to the wire.